They said the desert had no future, that without oil, it was nothing but sand, silence, and heat. Yet today, this very land, once forgotten by the world, now holds some of the richest cities ever built by human hands. The United Arab Emirates has done what no empire before it could. It is building a fortune without oil. But the question is, how? What secret blueprint turned a barren wasteland into one of the most powerful economies on Earth? It began with oil, black gold. When the first drop surfaced in Abu Dhabi in 1958, the UAE's destiny seemed sealed. Overnight, wealth poured in, transforming tribes into tycoons. But deep down, their leaders saw the truth. Oil was a mirage. Beneath every boom lies a countdown. Every barrel burned shortens the clock. While others spent, the UAE planned. They watched how nations like Venezuela and Nigeria became trapped by oil's curse, spending wealth faster than they could sustain it. And so began their quiet revolution, Project Diversification. The UAE rewrote its destiny brick by brick, trade route by trade route. Oil built the foundation, but vision built the empire. In 1985, they launched Jebel Ali Free Zone, the seed of non-oil wealth. Businesses could operate tax-free, ports stayed open 24/7, and within years, it became the largest man-made harbor in the world. Tourism followed. Emirates Airlines became the new oil well, exporting dreams instead of crude. Then came the masterstroke, global investment. Instead of hoarding wealth, the UAE sent it abroad, buying hotels in New York, football clubs in England, tech startups in California. While the West slept, Dubai and Abu Dhabi quietly became shareholders of the modern world. But behind every fortune lies a hidden system, a network of influence, data, and control. Today, less than 30% of the UAE's GDP comes from oil. The rest flows through finance, logistics, real estate, artificial intelligence, and sovereign wealth funds. The crown jewel, the Abu Dhabi Investment Authority, ADIA, quietly manages over $900 billion. That's more than the GDP of Switzerland, South Africa, and Nigeria combined. You may not see their name on the door, but they are there. In the shadows of Wall Street, the foundations of London, the heart of Silicon Valley, it is no longer oil fueling the empire. It is ownership. When the world thought the Middle East was chained to oil, the UAE turned to something far more powerful: ideas. They invested in space exploration, renewable energy, and artificial intelligence. Masdar City, a desert utopia powered entirely by clean energy, became a living laboratory for the future. And when the global economy trembled during crises, the UAE doubled down on stability. Their banks, airports, and free zones stayed open, attracting billions in foreign investment. They understood something ancient. True wealth isn't what you extract from the earth. It's what you build within the mind. But power never comes without strategy. The UAE's fortune is guided by a philosophy older than oil itself: control through stability. Every skyscraper, every airline, every investment fund feeds a central narrative: to remain indispensable to the world. They built neutrality into an asset, mediating wars, brokering peace, and hosting global institutions. The world's billionaires, investors, and politicians gather here not just for comfort, but for certainty. In a world of chaos, the UAE sells stability, and stability in modern times is the most valuable currency of all. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." The UAE learned this lesson early. When the oil wells dry, the wisdom remains. Their empire isn't just built on sand and steel, it's built on the discipline of foresight. But Stoicism also warns us, everything that rises must fall. Even the brightest towers cast long shadows. The UAE's story is not one of luck, It's the story of a nation that refused to be defined by its limits. From forced frugality to limitless ambition, they discovered the truth. Oil can run out. But vision, if disciplined, can last forever. The desert that once held nothing now holds the blueprint of the future. While the world debates the end of oil, the UAE is already writing the next chapter of civilization. And as every empire fades, one truth remains constant. The greatest wealth isn't buried beneath the sand. It's built within the vision of those who dare to dream beyond it.